This is the Katana-500 bass amp head from Boss, and y'all just look how small and cute this is. Not only is it cute and compact, but it is an extremely loud and very powerful 500 watt bass amp head filled to the brim with so many great sounds and just incredible features too, that just make for such an awesome overall package. So we did have the Katana Bass 110 as well as the Katana Bass 210 combo amps, but now we have it in a standalone head form that is just so killer. And I know some of you might be saying, hey, isn't this just gonna be the Katana bass combo but now as a head instead? Yes, but there's also some key features on this that just make it so wicked in my opinion. But before we dig into the Katana 500 bass head, and for the sake of transparency, this video is sponsored by Boss. But of course, as with any other sponsored content on my channel, that has absolutely no effect on what I say, what I play, or anything like that in this video. I'm just a bass player who loves trying out gear and seeing what kind of riffs they inspire. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. So for basically all the sounds in this video, I went ahead and recorded it 50-50 and sometimes 60-40 for the line out, as well as miking the Boss Katana 112B with an Audio-Technica ATM 250. And that's pretty much it. Basically tried to do a 50-50, but sometimes the DI just sounded way better. So I just went ahead, did a 60-40, maybe 70-30. Either way, it was a lot of fun just experimenting with these sounds and just seeing what I could get out of it. So first off, this bass amp head, I say would be perfect for you if you're recording, if you're playing live, or both, because there are so many different options on hand, and especially whenever you plug it into your computer and use the Boss Tone Central to go ahead and change those parameters from there. There is so much expandability with the features on this head that make it so useful for a variety of different sounds and different basses out there. Not only do you have room for 3 separate presets of your choosing that you want to make, you also have your compression, drive, blend, as well as effects on there too, with each of those little buttons that goes between green, red, and orange, where you can set the exact parameter that you want for each one of those. So say for effects, I just want it to be, say a chorus first of all, then I want a phaser, and then how about an octaver after that? Being able to choose between those on the fly is really awesome, but to me, really being able to dig into that with the Boss Tone Central software and being able to choose the exact parameters that you want for each of those effects, and just simply being able to turn it on and off is so awesome to me. Then under that, you'll see the shape parameter, which lets you change the entire character of your sound. Then with amp feel, you're able to go between modern, off, and vintage, which again, just gives you more ways to be able to shape your tone to exactly what you want. Then on top of that, you have your EQ section of a simple bass, low mid, high mid, and treble. But from there as well, you're able to change the parameters of the low mid and the high mid to choose exactly where you want your mids to sit, and then you can adjust it from there. Then next to your EQ settings is bottom and high cut, which is just so cool to me. It's very simple, but it works flawlessly. You're able to choose essentially where you want that upper limit of your lows to be cut, if you even want to do that at all. Then for high cut, you're able to choose between 3 different settings, again, of your choosing, where you want that high end to be cut to in your entire EQ field. Then on top of that is probably one of my favorite features of this amp, and that is the line out selection, where you basically get to choose sort of cab impulses, but just the sounds of them and really play around with it. You have recording, live, then blend, which blends both the recording and the live sound, and then there's custom, which is extremely fun to play around with. With the custom parameter, you're really able to dive in and get the exact sound that you're looking for. choosing between 5 different microphones, microphone distance, as well as your pre-delay, position of the microphone, and your overall level too. It's so much fun just going through this and seeing what sounds best to my ears for the particular song that I'm going for too. And finally, for the front panel, there is cab resonance, which is so insane to me. This is a button that you press to really help get the best sound out of your speakers on your cabinet as possible to really match with the head. Basically, what it wants to do is essentially make sure that it's not sending too much low end so it doesn't get all flubby, wubby, and gross, but it also doesn't want to get super shrill with the high end either. Then on the back of the amp, you have even more options, starting with the input for the Bluetooth adapter and input for your USB cable too to go ahead and plug it into your computer, as well as your speaker A and B out, where you can have a minimum of 4 ohms and or a minimum of 8 ohms too. It depends on what kind of setup you're wanting to have. Then you have your foot control and headphone output, as well as your line out section, where you're able to choose between post, pre, or direct, and finally a ground lift switch in case there's any extra noise too. So for the pros on the Katana-500 bass head, a lot. There is so much going on with this head that truly makes it a weapon that you can use for so many different scenarios, no matter what you play or what kind of bassist you are. It's really cool just to see what features they packed into this small head, and really awesome to see how they were able to integrate the software with it too. And on top of that, it's Boss, so no matter what, you're gonna get great sounds as well as insane reliability too. As for the cons, I can see some people not being up to really getting to know this bass head and seeing what all is possible with it. But I promise you, once you really dig into it, it is so much fun just to see what all is entirely possible. And another thing that I think they should really work on, or just, I guess, include for next time, or maybe this could also just be a software update too, is being able to introduce your own bass cab IRs into the fold too. You have your custom setting already, but I think it would just be really cool just to simply add in your own custom IR if you wanted. But overall, for the Boss Katana-500 bass head, this is just so sick, and it's so great to see them finally make a head for the Katana bass. Something that I've been eagerly waiting for, but this completely blew every expectation out of the water, considering all the extra features they added onto it, like the different line out options, as well as the cab resonance, which is just so cool to me. So cool just to see what's possible with technology these days. And with Boss, I know that they're not only going to support it, but keep pushing more and more to see what is possible with it too. But of course, let me know what you guys think about the Katana-500 and what other cool technologies you want to see in the bass head in the future. Thank you so much for watching, as always, for watching, subscribing, follow me on social media, sharing my videos, all that weird, crazy stuff. I truly do appreciate it, guys. And of course, a humongous thank you to my Patreon supporters right here, and right here. But y'all, again, thank you so much for watching, as always. And of course, no matter where in the world you are, stay safe, practice that bass, be excellent to each other, and I'll see y'all next time.